Hi there, it's Clive here again, and yes, we're back with another review of a meal replacement shake. And as I have mentioned in my other videos on Feed, that's what we're looking at today. Feed, the French company, we will be reviewing their coffee version. So if you've seen my Feed reviews before, then you'll know that Feed is quite an interesting meal replacement shake company because they do savoury flavours. So they do a spicy tomato, porcini mushroom, garden vegetables, and carrot and pumpkin. And on the face of it, the ones that I've tried of those, I was a bit dubious about whether I'd like them because obviously, as I've said before, most meal replacement companies do your vanilla, your strawberry, your banana, your chocolate, and a few coffees. So the idea of having savoury was a bit dubious, but they tasted amazing. They tasted really well. And if you're looking to sort of mix up your meal replacement shakes a bit with different flavours, just to make life a bit more interesting, it can be a bit boring if you're just down in the old vanilla all the time, then I highly recommend taking a look at Feed. However, today we're looking at one of Feed's more conventional drinks, which is the coffee flavoured drink. So again, viewers of my YouTube channel will know that I'm a bit of a coffee fiend, or I like my coffee. So when it is added to a meal replacement shake, well, bingo, love it even more. So viewers to my channel will also know that when it comes to Huel, although it's one of my favourite and probably recommended meal replacement shakes, flavour wise it is not, and their vanilla flavour, the new version, I'm not a great fan of, but they do a coffee version. So I have the coffee version of this, which basically is the vanilla version with instant coffee added. So you could do that at home yourself. In fact, it'd probably be better to make the vanilla version and throw in a shot of coffee for that extra espresso oomph. Saturo the drink do a lovely coffee one straight out of the bottle, so a ready-made drink, love that one as well. And Plenty do a coffee version, which I'm now finished. So this isn't it, this is Plenty's plain version, and again this is not vanilla, this is a very plain version drink. You could throw a shot of coffee or even a teaspoon of instant coffee straight into that and see. Anyway, so I have tried various different coffee flavoured versions of meal replacement shakes, and today we're looking at Feed, French company. They know their coffee. So let's have a look at it. If you go to the website, you will see Feed coffee made from high quality ingredients. Of course they are. And the recipe contains 50 milligrams of caffeine. So a nice decent kick there. And to provide you with the necessary energy boost to help you throughout the day. And it also provides you 100% of your nutritional requirements of proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, fibres, vitamins, minerals and trace elements, etc, 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 as per all the others. The Feed shakes are 650 calories, so represent 1/3 of your whole day's sort of requirements. And therefore should fill you up for a longer run. So if you had this for breakfast, it should at least see you through to your lunchtime meal. Some of the other shakes, as you know, are slightly less, say 400, 450 calories. So the idea is you have 4 or 5 of those throughout the day if you were just doing those on their own for the whole day. Whereas these three bottles of these throughout the day, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you would be sorted. But what's more important to me is what does it taste like. Again, I'll just whip through the ingredients if you've not seen a Feed video before. So gluten-free oatmeal, vegetable fat, which consists of sunflower oil and antioxidant rosemary extract, isomaltulose, the sweetener element to it, pea protein, yellow flax, rice flour, cane sugar, flavours, maltodextrin, mineral salts, cocoa powder, acacia fibres and thickeners, and then all your vitamins, and then some caffeine, and it mentions rosemary extracts again for the antioxidant elements. We look at the nutritional facts on this. 33% of your recommended intake for energy, 36% of the recommended intake for fat, 32% of the recommended for carbohydrates, 40% of fibre and 36% of protein. So a decent chunk of protein there. Times that by 3 of these and you've got over 100% of your protein requirements. Perfect. So the carbohydrates, 82.8 grams, of which 30.6 grams is of sugar, and the recommended daily intake is 90 grams. So that's in line with that, but it's, as I say, it's isomaltulose, which is a sweetener and is perhaps better than arguably than normal sugar. It's because it has a different effect on the glucose levels. Do a Wikipedia on it and you'll see. And it's good for the teeth as well. It doesn't have the same sort of acidic attack that normal sugar does as well. So all the things are in the right proportion as can be expected, and as with most of these meal replacement shakes. So the question merely comes down to, what's it taste like? Feed deliver the ready-made amount in this plastic bottle. You just need to fill it up to the mark. You can see a mark there. Give it a shake for 45 seconds and you're good to go. So from a convenience point of view, that's pretty handy because it's quite lightweight. Throw it in your work bag, fill it up at work, give it a shake. Bob's your uncle. Obviously, plastic in the environment is a massive, massive concern, and it's clogging up the planet. So you might want to question whether we ought to be encouraging this kind of thing. They do larger bags of the shakes, so you can buy a shake, or they provide a shaker, and you can just get the larger bags of the powder, and you save on the environment that way. So it's really a balance of the environmental impact and convenience, with such is the case with many things that you might have to consider. And I think if I was using it every day all the time, I'd be slightly concerned, and probably in that case, if I liked it that much, I would buy one of the larger bags of the powder and make it up myself. Anyway, let's go away and give it a taste. Okay, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Here we are. I followed the instructions, inclined the bottle, filled it up, shook it for 45 seconds, and here we go. And that, I love the design of the bottle, and that wouldn't look so bad sort of next to you at work or wherever you are, if those things bother you. It's room temperature water, or straight out of the tap. Straight away, strong smell of sort of coffee with a sort of slight cocoa smell, which is nice. I like that. A nice sort of strong, not a bitter coffee, a nice sort of chocolatey coffee, if that makes sense. See what taste wise. It's just a bit like maybe I filled up too much water. I don't know. I did it to line. I did actually top it up slightly because after I've shaken it, the water level went down a bit. I don't know whether that's wise. And I just tasted a lump there. So although I'd given it a good shake for 45 seconds, there's always a risk that you get lumps. Better shake that time. Oh, that's better. Yes, it's much smoother now. So it's quite smooth. A nice coffee taste, but it doesn't taste like I'm drinking cold coffee, which effectively I am. But it's not that kind of horrible taste cold coffee if you've left cold coffee for a while and then you drink it and it's like it's just a nice coffee flavored drink. It's quite smooth. I think that may be the oils in it. It doesn't feel too watery, so I think the level's right, but I can definitely taste the coffee in it. And even if psychologically just the taste of coffee gives you that slight sort of adrenaline kick that you might get from, coffee, that caffeine kick, then yeah, it's quite a lot to drink. but it's sweet enough as well for me. It's not overpoweringly sweet. You know, I tend to have sugar with my coffee, and even a coffee connoisseur would say, "A really well made coffee, you don't need sugar, man." I still like a little bit of sugar or sweetener in my coffee, but very nice. Like, as with all the feed products that I've tried, in terms of the shakes, the taste is really nice and quite refined, considering it's just a shake. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. It'd be interesting, as I say, with all these things. Just my initial taste. Be interesting, you know, what this tastes like in another 20 minutes or when I get to the bottom. But initial impressions are, this is nice. And I think I prefer it over the Huel flavour one, which is just their vanilla one with coffee added, and slightly over the Plenty coffee one I've had. How does it compare to the ready-made drink, the Saturo one? I think that's a slightly unfair comparison because that's a ready-made drink. But it's up there. But I think the flavour on this is slightly more refined, palatable if you're not a massive coffee fan. Strong smell of, I could smell that sort of, you know, cacao and coffee. It's nice. So yeah, and another winner from Feed, I'd say, and for breakfast or whatever, that'd be great because it will really fill you up, and it should definitely get you through to lunchtime. So again, I would report back on those elements as well. Anyway, there you go. Another quick review. Well, I say quick review. Thanks for watching. Any comments below, please, you know, put that in the comments. I do try to respond. Any ideas or other things you'd like me to try out? Not just meal replacement stuff. We're getting lots of subscribers now. Please subscribe if you haven't done already. Much appreciated. Hit that subscription button and make sure you press the notifications links. Please like, comment, share, all that jazz. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my next reviews coming very shortly. Bye.